Hello guys, I'm walking to go and get something. If you've seen the title, you'll sort of have an idea of what I'm up to. But yeah, it's kind of in the title anyway. So what are we up to today? We are going to be giving like a little bit of an overview and a bit of a drive to a Toyota Aygo. Or is it going to be a Peugeot 107? Oh wait a minute, maybe it could be the Citroen C1. Let's go and have a look. I'll carry on finishing my journey to this little walk I need to do to go and get it. And when I get there, I'll flip the camera around and we'll show you what we're looking at today. See you in a second. So guys, here's the beauty. Anyone guess what one it is yet? Because the reason I say Toyota Aygo, Peugeot 107 and Citroen C1 is because they are all the same base shell. But this particular one is a Citroen. This is a Citroen C1, and the reason the number plates are covered up is because I have been given permission to put it on the YouTube channel, but I've not been given permission to disclose the registration plate. This is a 2009 plate model. That's all you're going to find out as far as that's concerned. You're not going to find out whose it is or where it's from or anything like that, but not that I would tell anyone that anyway, because it's on YouTube. So I think these are quite cool little cars, to be honest. The boot lid is there, it's like just literally the glass panel, and that opens and closes. Nothing fancy as far as the space is concerned on the boot. And somehow Citroen, Peugeot, whoever made this car originally before it got branded as different markets, managed to squeeze 4 doors in there. So quite a cool little thing. We've got a very quirky sort of interior, quite cool really. We've got the fan controls of where you direct it to there, you've got the heat on and off there, and aircon, and quite some fancy little things. And also I'll always look at these and think Mickey Mouse has lost an ear, because if I show you that, look, we've got the rev counter there, the RPM counter there, and the speedo, but I just think poor Mickey Mouse has lost an ear. But anyway, so the aspect of this is what's wrong with it. That's what you're going to be asking now, aren't you? So there is a few things wrong with this. It's suspected that there's possibly a wheel bearing wrong. I couldn't tell you that to start with because I can't hear it, because there's other things that's going on with this car that sort of there's no first gear, but all the other gears are working fine, so I'm thinking that's potentially a linkage problem. I can't say if these cars suffer with any common issues because I don't really know that much about them, other than it being a little 1 litre petrol, which is quite a fun and nippy little car to drive. But like I said, there's no first gear, and I've got my buddy here because I can't find my phone mount, so he's going to be cameraman for me. So guys, the first thing we're going to do before we go for a drive is obviously start her up, and the exhaust has a nice blow to it. It sounds like a tank. No first gear, so we've got to rev it up to get it into move on the second gear. But we've really got to rev it up, and you'll see why in a minute, because there's other issues. Just have a listen to this. Let's go. That's the brakes. And then we're going to put the brakes on again, and we'll go again. There's a horrible drone coming from the back somewhere. There's a horrible drone coming from the engine bay somewhere, and whenever I put the brakes on, we've got that noise as well. And now it stops. I've got to go. It's not very happy at all. And I've just pulled over for a moment. I'm just going to steal the camera because we also have engine management light on, and I've just with this extremely long gear linkage knocked it forward by mistake into third and stalled it, but oh well, that's all right. At least we can hear me speak now. But yeah, so we've got a first gear issue, we've got an issue with the brakes, and we've got an engine management light along with an exhaust blowing. So what we'll do now is we will take this car home and we will get this up on some stands and have a look at it. So we've got a tiny little battery which has got its battery cover come off, but it's fine, we'll just put that back on. See, I've already fixed it on, and even though it's no fix on this video, we have got issues with the bumper where it's hit something. I'm just doing this in a way so I don't, because I haven't got the edge plates covered this time. Another bit there. So this is the little 1 litre engine. Well, let's just say the engine is definitely made by Toyota, even if it is a Citroen, because that's got Toyota written on there. But one other thing as well is down here at the bottom, I don't know where you can see, but I'll bring that in. Well, I'm going to have to do an alternator belt at some point, because just as I stopped recording, went to pull away and it screeched like anything. Also, screen washers don't work. It makes a noise, but they don't work, so it may just be some water that goes in there. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see. But then he has had the person has had a clout on the front here, so it's potentially... Nope, I've just found the problem on that one. That's the washer bottle. I don't think that's going to hold any liquid for any time soon, so yeah, okay, it needs a new washer bottle as well. Right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly show you these brakes. Well, actually, you can see through there, look. Right, stay tuned, because the next video I do on this will be some brakes. Yeah. But putting the problems to one side for a moment, this is a perfect little car. It's fantastic on fuel. It's nippy for what you need around town. It's small and nimble, so it can get into any parking space. And what more can you ask for, as far as having 4 doors as well? So even if you've got like a little kid or whatever, you can, or a little like a tiny little family or whatever, you can just, because I'm like 5'11", about 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", so I'm not one of the tallest people in the world, but I'm not short either. And I can fit in the back of this. It's not particularly comfortable, but they didn't design it with comfort in mind. It's £15 a year road tax for this thing, so they designed it for cost value. But no, on the aspect of the car, where if it was a fully working and had nothing wrong with it, it would be a fantastic little car, and I would love to have one of these if I had the space for it, just as a little daily driver. But to be honest, everyone knows on my channel that I've got my little ZX, and I wouldn't change that for the world either. So next video on this will be the brakes replacement on the front end, because they are really the main reason why I ended up having the opportunity to look at this car. I'll say bye for now though. Another one of my amazing videos will be up in this corner, and I will leave my subscribe icon down in this corner. Take care guys, bye for now.